Good day, everyone. So my name is Vivian. You might call me Vivian. My metric ID is 267703, and today I'm going to share with you which is my favorite influencers. So let's get started. So what is an influencer? So an influencer is someone who has the power to affect the decision or the decision of others because of his or her authorities, knowledge, position, or relationship with his or her audience, where it is also known as a following in distinct niche with whom he or she actively engage. So the influencers also have been categorized into 5 categories, which is mega influencer, macro influencer, micro influencer, micro and nano influencers. So what are the difference between these 5 categories of influencers? So let me explain to you. Like mega influencer, it has 1 million and plus influencers. Macro influencers, it has around 500k to 1 million of followers. Micro has around 50k to 500k of influencers. And for micro influencer, it has around 10 to 50k of followers. And lastly was nano influencer, where they has around 1k to 10k of followers. So to be influencers, you have to gather some basic characteristics. So first thing first, you have to be very active on social media. You must have large number of followers. You are spreading good message, and of course, last but not least, you are spreading positivity to the public.
Sex.
Hello.
How are you,
Hi.
Nadini?
I am very good. You all know him, lah. We've seen his sketches, we've seen his debates. He's our Minister of Youth and Sports, lah. Look at him, lah. So cool, lah. So young and everything, unlike me. Anyway, how do I refer to you as SS, Mr. Said, YB?
Okay,
What shall it be today?
Definitely not Mr. Syed and YB. You can just call me Sadiq or Bro.
Bro.
Yeah, I think I like bro.
Boleh.
Yeah, so we'll stick with bro, okay?
So for the first category, which is mega influencer, I have selected Sheikh Sadiq as my mega influencer. So who is Sheikh Sadiq? Sheikh Sadiq bin Sheikh Abdul Rahman, born in 6 December 1992. He is a Malaysian politician who has served as the Member of Parliament for more since May 2018. He served as the Minister of Young and Sports in the Pakatan Harapan administration under former Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir from July 2018 to the collapse of PH administration in February 2020. He is also a founding member of a Malaysian United Democratic Alliance aka MUDA and has served as the first president of MUDA since the founding has been built in September 2020. He is the youngest among his 4 siblings. His father is a Singaporean and his mother is an English teacher. He has studied at the Royal Military College before continuing his study at the International Islamic University Malaysia (IIUM) in bachelor's degree of law. So during his time at IIUM, he competed in Asian level debate competition and successfully won the United Asian Debating Championship. So when we speak about Sheikh Sadiq, he is widely known in the debating community after having won Asia's Best Speakers Award at the Asian British Parliamentary Debating Championship for 3 times. So in 2017, he allegedly rejected a scholarship worth for 400k to pursue his studies at University Oxford, England, but he refused it because he wanted to remain active in politics. So a year after being elected as MP at the age of 25, Sheikh Sadiq once again allegedly dismissed another scholarship offer. This time he is rejecting the Chibling scholarship proposal to pursue his master in public policy at Oxford University. But the luckiest thing is, in April 2021, he successfully completed the Lee Kuan Yew Senior Fellowship in Public Service Program at Lee Kuan Yew School of Policy, National University of Singapore. So how I know Sheikh Sadiq for more? Because I mainly use Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Google for the exploration process of Sheikh Sadiq, and it's very easy to get his information as he is a politician, and finding his news can be very easy as the newspapers and the social media publish everything about him, the community social work that he did to the public. So he also posted his charity activities at his own social media, such as the most famous one is the laptop distribution, food bank, and etc. So he also has his own website where he posted what are the charity activities that he will be going to be done and planning to do. So when I start more focus on Sheikh Sadiq was the cases during COVID-19 lockdown in 2020, where every of the students from IPTA was rushing back to their hometown because of the lockdown. And during at their hometown, they are having problem of accessing to the online classes, where they don't have a very good electronic devices, internet services to go for the online classes. So Sheikh Sadiq started to raise up this program and help the students in Muar. So from that day, I know more about him. Oh, he is the YB of Muar. That time only I know he is the YB of Muar, and he is the fundraiser and the laptop distribution to distribute all laptops to the students in Muar. So besides that, Sheikh Sadiq also owns his own website, where is namely as sheikhsadiq.com. So at his website, he also put what are the fund, what are charities that he will be doing or planning to do already past, and he also sells something like t-shirts and bags, tote bags, where all those profit will be doing charity program. So why I choose Sheikh Sadiq as my mega influencer? First thing first, he has 1.9 million of influencer. The second thing what I admire about Sheikh Sadiq was he is a very helpful YB. So he is willing to help the people despite of their skin color, their races, their gender. He just step up and bring up all those races fund, the laptops, the food bank, the Thunderbolt 2.0, and etc. So the one thing I most remember was recently the flood that happened in Pantai Timur. Once he get the news that some of the area in Johor who needs help to clean up the house, he just step up and go to the house and do all those cleanings in order to help the victims, the flood victims. And one of the things that I also very admire to Sheikh Sadiq was he is a very brave person. He is willing and brave to stand up, to raise up the voice for the most famous cases is the Kirona, the racism cases. He stand up and speak for Kirona. And what I admire about Sheikh Sadiq was he is a very humble person. He can be very friendly and humble. So he goes all those interviews, charities, and he liked to shake hands with those public person despite of their, like I said, despite of their skin colors, their gender. Just go there and wave to them, shake their hands and say hi and taking photos and everything. So this is what I love about Sheikh Sadiq, because he's a very helpful person, he is very friendly, very humble, and he is very brave. So for the second influencer, I have selected Stella Chen as my macro influencer. This is because she has around 772k of followers on her Instagram. So for Stella Chen, I mainly use Instagram and YouTube to do her exploration, because she is mainly more focused on Instagram and more active on it. I have known about Stella Chen since I'm also one of her followers, because she has posted like fashion videos, travel videos, her family bonding time, and also etc. And from my exploration, I have found that Stella is from KL. Her father was a national football player, and her mom owns her own business. I think because she inherits a mom, so Stella also entrepreneur that she owns her own bubble milk tea store. Despite her status as a KOL on Instagram, so before she joined as a celebrity, she was formerly a model for a magazine, namely as at. So by that time, her Instagram followers already reached around 80k followers. I think this had made many of her followers started to follow her on Instagram after she had joined to become one of the singers in Amoy Amoy Girls Club. So what I have found and what I have liked about Stella Chen is she is very taking care of her family. She is very close with her mom and her grandma. So basically, most of the time, she is more likely working overseas. So there will be like less spending time with family. But this never happened on Stella. So whenever she came back from overseas, she will spend mostly 80% to 90% of the time together with her mom. So what have I found that is one of the most unforgettable moment for me during my exploration on Stella. There was one time she went to Taiwan for training for Amoy Amoy. So basically, she will be staying in Taiwan like around 3 to 4 months, where she can't even met her mom physically. Her mom purposely flight from KL to Taiwan secretly to meet her and surprise her. This is really amazing, because nowadays youngsters are not very close with their families, as we know that most of the family members are very busy, and youngsters themselves are very busy with their assignments, their school works. So the relationship between the family is very worse. But however, I found this good relationship with the family from Stella. So I really enjoy scrolling her Instagram whenever she has post a video, a TikTok with her mom, like a fashion show. It's really interesting. You might like, wow, is this really between mom and daughter, or they just a very close friends, or just sisters? Besides that, I also found that Stella is also a very friendly person, where she always gathering around her friends. She's like a very cheerful person. She can go anywhere, meet new friends, make new friends. That I think this is the good point from her. One of the influencer characteristics where she shows spread good possibility and spread good message. I think this really made me like about Stella. So by the end of this macro influencer, I'm going to share some of the videos from and photos regarding Stella and her family. So in this end of the video, thank you.
欢迎收看我们的母女时光。这一集呢是大家期待已久的鞋子系列。
我跟妈咪都很喜欢鞋子，我觉得妈咪比较喜欢鞋子啦，所以买了很多的鞋子，好像毛毛虫这样子。然后鞋柜我们也是换了很多个，因为一直不够装。然后现在我们目前的鞋柜应该有10排哦，应该是
对，但是不是完全全部是我们的啦，有些是男人的。然后我们的鞋子呢，其实是有可能从20起开始起的，不是全部都是贵的，就是有便宜的到贵的。
对，
就是我们没有选牌子啊，我们就看到美我们就买了。
然后上一个 MCO 我们其实已经清掉了很多的一些鞋子。
对，上一个 MCO 清掉真的应该是很多双啊，2-3包啊，丢完了，因为烂掉去了，全部开嘴啊，脱皮了。
对，我们现在就一起去参观吧。对 ，Let's go。这边是我们新买的一个鞋柜，因为楼下鞋柜已经不够位置装了，所以我们就买了一个新的鞋柜。然后这鞋柜是很美的，就是这样子玻璃有镜面的。那么美的鞋柜就要装美的鞋子。看这边的鞋子都是比较美的一些鞋子，然后都是比较贵的，比较贵的鞋子摆放在上面。这边都是我们经常穿的一些高跟鞋。到这个的鞋子都是有diamond啊，有这些钉钉的鞋子。这个呢是我们买了很久，可是最少穿的一个鞋子，因为它的跟很高，它的颜色很少，所以比较难搭配。这个我也很喜欢，这个超美的。
So third influencer I've selected is Andrew Cole, as she has 180 followers on her Instagram, which is classified as a Midtown influencer. So Andrew Cole, a formerly Miss Pageant Astro Chinese International, and she won a crown in 2014. So despite her status as a KOL, she is a pharmacy who is holding Master Pharmacist UK degree. So I've known about Angel is because she is having an episode named Learn Something. In Chinese, we name it as 学点东西, where she always shares some of her professional medical knowledge, what are the jobs that a pharmacist did, how she managed a pharmacy, and she will like sharing her own experience, like how to handle a good relationship, how this thing works, that things work. The way she express is like very confident. In a very confident way. She doesn't need a script by her side. She can just, it's very spontaneous. So besides that, she is also an entrepreneur where she has her own brand named Made by Angel. So at the end of this video, I'll be sharing the website for you, where she mainly sells all those like facial scrub, the massage scrub and massage essence oil. So during this MCO, she has posted a video like how to use a scrub to diet in the lymphatic, how to use it. So people was trying to ask her, why don't you sell? Why don't you create a product? After 3 weeks, she have launched this product. It was a bloom. Everyone was trying to grab that thing, that sculpture, that massage scrub. But one day she only limited like around 150 sets per day on that day. Until now, every day still got. The sales is still going. And it really works. And this has already made her followers getting increasing, because one of it is she's very confident. She don't mind to share anything that regarding her own profession, and she is very, very funny. The way she interact with her boyfriend was very cute, very funny. She named her boyfriend as a chihuahua because her boyfriend looks like a chihuahua. So how fun about Angel is one day I was scrolling looking for medicine information. Suddenly I saw her channel, which is Learn Something that I mentioned just now. So when I click inside, it really, really helps. And besides that, I also joined her TED Talk in UTM, and her talk is really, really amazing. The way she impressed her speech is very confident, and it won't be bored. You can mainly focus what she said, how she manage her general relationship, how was the family relationship, how you're going to manage it. That talk is really amazing. So by this end of this video, this section, I also will be sharing the TED Talk, one of the TED Talk speech from her introduction, and also the topic that she's going to share.
Hello everyone, my name is Angel Ko. Thank you so much for Tech UTM for the invite. I'm so pleased to be here today. Let me briefly introduce to you guys who I am. I'm actually a pharmacist and also a social media content creator. In 2014, I joined Miss Astro Chinese International Pageant and I won the crown. Ever since then, I participated in the entertainment line. I participated in acting, hosting, and etc. And then last year, 2020, when the pandemic outbreak, I started my own YouTube channel, and in my YouTube channel I started to film and share about my pharmaceutical knowledge, and also receive a lot of message across the world asking my opinions in their relationship and also their marriage. And today I'm going to share about
So the fourth influencer, I have selected Dr. Antonia Ong as my micro influencer. So as for Dr. Antonia, I mainly search and explore information using Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Red. Red is currently launched by China. It is similar function like Instagram. So before this, I knew Dr. Antonia. So the very first time I saw her post is about the guy betrayed her, and that was the first post I started to follow her. So at the beginning, I thought she might be a writer or maybe a lawyer or maybe some other professional worker, because the way she write and express the feeling on that post is very deep and professional. But what I thought it was wrong. She is a medical student who studied in Sunway Monash, and her hometown is Sungai Petani Kedah. So Dr. Antonia always shares her professional knowledge on medicine, and her experience during her housemanship between government hospital and private hospital. So there was very much of medical knowledge that I learned from her, especially when she shares the knowledge regarding stroke, cholesterol, probiotics, where my dad is suffering from stroke before this. So after I watched her video, I've learned a lot. So while searching the content about her, I also go through with the comments that her followers comment under her post. She nearly reply every single comment that her followers follow or comment, and the explanation was very clear. Everyone was so respect about her professional attitude, her profession as a medical officer, where she doesn't selfish or keeping all those knowledge that she know that she don't willing to share, but she shared everything that she learned or everything that her followers asked about it. So What I like about Dr. Antonia is she's very, very confident. And she's very professional, very humble, and also very friendly. Because that time I asked her regarding some of the information about stroke and also cholesterol, she explained to me very in details, very patient. She don't mind to repeat and repeat. So that's the way I really, really respect her, and really, really she inspired me a lot.
欢迎你们来到我的频道一条鱼的学艺日记。Hello， 你们好，我是Antonia一条鱼，欢迎你们回来我的频道。那今天就想跟大家分享我很久以前就想跟你们聊的话题，那就是口罩。那我也有在自己的 Instagram 上面呢做了一个口罩的 Q&A， 收集大家的问题。冠病毒的口罩是哪一个呢？是的 N95。第二名呢就是 KN95 或者是 KF94， 它们是同等的。那第三名呢就是医用口罩，那包括 surgical mask 或者是 medical mask。那第四名呢就是非医用口罩，其中包括布口罩或者是3层的口罩。那我就要跟大家解释一下各种口罩它们不同的类型有什么差别。讲到 N95 呢 ，N95 的 N 意思是 non-resistant to oil， 也就是说它是可以有效过滤空气颗粒长达 0.5 mm 的非油性颗粒。而这个 KF94 呢是 KF stand for Korean filter， 也就是说它是在韩国制造的。而这个 KN95 呢就是在中国制造，达到了中国 GB2626 标准的口罩。那大家可能会好奇说 KN95 和 N95 的差别到底是什么？
So the final influencer, I have selected Eugene Chai as my nano influencer, as she has 2,488 followers. So I mainly use Instagram, Facebook, and her own blogger to know about her. As you know that she is a blogger, and at the same time she also works as Astro Chinese Media Editor. And she also a mom of 2 children. So there were many things that I learned about her, especially like cookings, there's design, and the moral values that come to her. While searching for content, I read through her blog and also her posts. I found that her followers really like her travel review, cafe review, and education to her children, and also the moral values and the positive vibes that comes from her. When you go through on her Instagram, you will find that every single picture she is smiling very confident. I really like her smile, as her smile is a symbol that shares positivity, and also good message. What she tried to express to her followers is everything in positive, including her own children's education. She don't beat them, she just talk nicely to them. I remember once her daughter refused to have lunch. So usually in our Chinese family, we already beat by our mom. But instead of those traditional education way, she used another way where she told her daughter that, okay, it's okay. You don't want to have a lunch, then it's okay. But you're not going to have your dinner until the next day. But her daughter, I don't think she understands, so she said, I don't care, I don't mind. So that night, she requests her mom to cook all very nice dishes. But when her daughter came near to the table, said, you are not allowed to because you didn't take your lunch. So dinner you are not allowed to take. So the way she gave her children education, I find is very, very totally different like what we have been taught during the old days. She's using another way to express that I don't like you to do that. Another positivity vibes that comes from her. And I think Eugene can be the role model of people from all walks of life.